Step 6. Steps to Marriage.
Hi everyone.
The Step of Understanding by
Steps to
Delphon.
marriage. Step 6. Steps to marriage. What is it? It is the step of understanding. Proverbs chapter 4 verse 7 says what? It tells us, in all thy getting, do what? Get understanding. So quick recap. We've looked at step 1, the step of mutual love, mutual attraction. Step 2, the step of good character or good attitude. Step 3, the step of right motives, right intentions. Marry for love. Do not marry for money or for papers or to use the person and then run away. Step 4 is what? The step of common interests. Step 5 is the step of compatibility. Now we're on step 6, the step of understanding. The Bible also tells us what? 1 Peter 3:7 says what? Says, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, which is talking about understanding. If you're going to marry someone, you need to understand the person. You need to understand the institution of marriage. You need to understand the temperament. You need to understand a whole lot of things. So what are some of the things we need to understand? I believe we need to understand male and female psychology. Men are usually more logical and women are usually more emotional. And we know it isn't always good to make decisions when you have a certain emotion. For example, if you're angry and you make a decision, I'm walking out of the marriage, that could be the wrong decision because you have been emotional, you've not been logical. There might be a conflict. In marriage, there's the need for conflict resolution. So what are some of the other things we need to understand before getting married? Like you need to know the person's likes and dislikes. You need to know what the person can tolerate and not tolerate. You need to know the person's background, their upbringing. Did they have any trauma growing up? Were they abandoned? Did they grow up in poverty? Did they go through something, abuse? How has that affected them? Because whatever that person has suffered, if you get married to them, you might suffer the same thing based on how that thing has affected them. Do they need to go for therapy before you get married to them? Also, what do we need to understand? We need to understand needs and expectations. But that is step 11. Human beings have needs and expectations. When needs and expectations are met, the marriage can flow smoothly. When needs and expectations are not met, it can lead to bitterness, resentment. But more on that later. What do we need to understand? We need to understand the previous steps. Like we need to understand that with marriage, there are different kinds of love. There's agape love in it. There's a bit of family love. There's eros love. We need to understand all of that. There needs to be a bit of attraction. There needs to be work needs to be put in. You need to work towards a marriage so that it is happy. What else do we need to understand? With marriage, there's the need for communication. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship, whether marriage or friendship. When you stop communicating with someone, that marriage can die. So communication is important. As I mentioned, in marriage there's conflict resolution. You need to figure out a way to resolve a conflict yourself or have a marriage counselor that will help you resolve your conflicts. In marriage there's the need for compromise. It's now two people, so sometimes you have to compromise so that both parties are happy. In marriage, there's the issue of change. Sometimes people change. At age 25, the person might be timid and slim and innocent. By age 50, the person might no longer be timid. They might no longer be slim. They might no longer be that innocent person that always agrees with you. They might become cantankerous. They might have their own different way of seeing things. In marriage, there's the need for commitment, to commit. To commitment as in solving problems that arise in the marriage. So in marriage, there's also the issue of mindset. What is the person's mindset? What are the person's faults? Can you take somebody's faults? In marriage, there's a whole load of things to understand. So I have various marriage books on www.lulu.com. Check them out. Check out the other marriage teachers, the specialists. Check online. Check their books. But always have understanding before going into marriage. Do not go into marriage without understanding. In all thy getting, Proverbs 4:7, in all thy getting, do what? Get understanding. Please like, please subscribe, please follow, please leave a comment, please share. Thank you very much.